Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. For this fun little tutorial, we're gonna get a little Halloweeny and we're going to draw Jack and Sally together from Nightmare Before Christmas. So let's go ahead and draw that. So first of all, what you want to do is we're going ahead and we're going to lay out their heads. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this around, up, and over. So this is Sally's head, and Sally has a very egg-like shaped head. So we're going ahead and keep it just like this, and then we're going to jump up over here. Fairly close. You're going to start off with this line. You're going to go up. Keep it flat. And then round it back down and into here. This is a very famous image. You guys have probably seen it before. If you're huge Nightmare Before Christmas fans, then you have seen it. Alright, so let's shape up Sally's head just a little bit more. I'm going to bring this to a point. Bring this up a little bit more. And then from this point right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, bring down one side of her neck, and then jump off to the side. And bring down this side of her neck. Next, let's go ahead and fill in Sally's face. So what I'm going to do is break down this side, and then I'm going to bring down her eye line all the way down here because Sally has humongous eyes. Now, at the middle point, what I'd like to do is go ahead and make a rounded triangle. So it is a triangle, but it's just a little bit more rounded. We're going to go like that, and then what you want to do is I'm going to jump over here. See how I kind of gave it a shape when I jumped off to the side over here? I curved it upward, bring this down and back around to hit the bottom of the eye guideline. Then I'm going to jump over here, and I shape that one again slightly. And jump over here, and then we see like a full view of Sally's eye. She doesn't have eyebrows. However, we're going to lightly draw an eyebrow line, and this nose ridge line is going to go down this way. Now you see more of her nose ridge line over here when we start from the eyebrow line. So you're going to jump off from the side of the corner of this eye, bring this down, and you're going to bring it all the way down to her nose. So we're going to keep these lines right here. Next, you're going to just draw a little itty bitty pupil here, and then a little itty bitty pupil here. She doesn't have shine to her eyes or anything, and then Jack won't have eyes at all. Anyway, so we're going to jump inside and give a little bit of an indication of a nostril. So then after that, you're going to make two little lines coming down from underneath her nose. And I'm just going to lightly go ahead and color this in. And it's darker on this side as opposed to the other. So we bring that down, these two lines. Now remember, nothing on Sally really matches up just because she is already really lopsided. So if you get something off, it's okay. That's the way she looks. So what I'm doing here is I kind of made this little upside down like triangle, and then I went off to the side, filled that in, bring this off to the side and fill that in. So it kind of looks like a mustache, but it's not. So then after that, I'm going to bring this side down. I'm going to bring this out just a little bit more off to this side just because her lips are really weird because they're off. I'm going to fill that in, and then this is going to go up. Now let's get rid of some guidelines so we know which ones are lines and which ones not. Let's start with her eyebrow line first. So this is the eyebrow line, but what you're going to do is you're going to jump above the eyebrow line and give that a little bit of an indication. Jump over here, give this a little bit of an indication. So you get two eyebrow lines, but what you're going to do is you're going to connect those together with these. So we're going to jump over here, do the exact same thing. And then from up here, we have another stitch. And it's gonna go like that. Now for her eye line, she has a very thick, not too thick, it's just very thick, just to indicate an eyelash line. One little stitch coming off to the side right below her eye over here. There's just one stitch here. For the stitches on her mouth, one's going this way, this way, this way, cross here, and then one here. We jump over here, cross here, this way, this way, and this way. We have the stitches. Now for her neck, you're gonna go ahead and just make one straight across, get an X, and a couple lines. Now we just see her shoulders in this picture, so I'm gonna bring down her shoulder line. And then from over here we can see her dress. And then right down the middle, we have her heart line. So it goes across down here, here, there, 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 there. So for her hair, we're just gonna start over off to the side for her part, and then one side will be going this way. So this is gonna go off to the side, down, and then this will go off to the side and down. And I just went to her shoulders. So let's jump to Jack's face now. Alright, so with Jack, we're gonna make his nose line, or invisible nose line, all the way over here. So it would be like we're almost seeing the profile of his face, but we're not. So we're gonna make a little bit of a line here. Bring this down, make a triangle for right now. Kind of how we did this. So we have a triangle, and then this over here, this nose line will shape up into the side of his head. And then you're gonna jump down here. Bring this down right here. So I see how I'm curving. So I still see a cheekbone. And then from the nose, bring this in, nice and flat. So if we jump back to his nose, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the bottom of his nose. Empty hole, and an empty hole. And then I'm gonna jump inside right here, alongside of the nose ridge we created, and lightly shade in that little abyss of an eye hole that is. Now we're gonna jump over here very close. We're gonna start a line from right at the same, almost the same height from right here. Bring this around. See, alright, from right here I'm gonna make this rounded, but it's still fairly close, and down here we're going to make this a little bit rounded, go up, so from over here we have to finish just a little bit of structuring his skull. So up in here, make a dip, bring this around. So what I went ahead and did is I'm making this line just a little bit more prominent at the bottom here of Jack's skull. And what you're going to do is you're just going to go and make little itty bitty tooth marks all the way up. Because he's looking down on her. So back from underneath right here, this little tooth mark, bring down one side of his neck, bring down the other, and then we have the bat as his bow, or spider, whatever you prefer, but I think it looks more like a bat. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him the little bat ears. And then I'm gonna draw through the bat for a second, and I'm gonna go and bring this off. So I'm gonna bring this off to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump up here. So underneath the bat, just a little bit off to the side, you're gonna bring this down, and then you're gonna jump over here and do the exact same thing off to the side. Now for his bat bow, since we started the bat, I'm just gonna bring out this side, come on down. So you go underneath the bat's ear, feather out this way, feather back in, go in here, and the bat bow is gonna just jump over off to behind Sally's head. Now if I get rid of the guideline that we just drew through, you'll see it a little bit better. So what you can do with the bat bow is just give it a couple of veins to his wings. Now what you really want to do is you want to go ahead, you're going to start from over here from Sally's shoulder. You're going to go up, over, down, and then off to the side. So what I want to do first is I'm just going to go bring this in. What I want to do first, I'm making this easier than what I see in the image. We're going to break this up into 4 parts. And now from these 3 fingers, I'm going to go up and down. So I just split that up into 3 parts, and then from over here, round it off and down. Now think about Jack. She's skeleton, so he's got skeleton fingers. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and I'm not making them line up because I want them to be different so we can tell that they are skeleton fingers. And I'm just gonna bring this down to the side, like this. Now what I'm going to do is from over here, I'm going to start from Jack's shoulder. Bring this up, bring this over. Making a heart around them. Now what you can do is go through. Now of course there are some other things you can do. Now this is Sally's hair. Sally doesn't have that much, it's just really flat, but what you can do, like on my old Sally tutorial that I made a long time ago, what you can do with Sally's hair is you can shade underneath, like really dark. And then you can lightly shade on top of her hair just to signify this is the hair on top and this is the hair back behind her head in layers. Another thing you can do is you can go ahead and lightly shade around Sally's eyes. Lightly shade over here as well. Never go wrong with shading Tim Burton characters too dark. So let's take a look at Jack as well. We can definitely shade around him, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around his eye socket. I'm going to shade by his nose. I'm going to smooth that in. And of course you can shade over here where his eye socket is. His hidden, the other side of his hidden eye socket. And then I'm going to shade on top of this eye. I'm going to go underneath his neck and I'm going to shade this in. And then I'm going to go underneath this part of his tuxedo and shade this in. But it is all white. And for his tuxedo, it is striped. So if you want to go ahead and add the stripes, and you can. And that's all we see. And his bat is black, so you can go ahead and color that in to be black. And for Sally's dress, I'm just going to go ahead from this side of her shoulder and this side of her shoulder over here. Remember, it's in patches like her skin, so you can go ahead and fill that in, but I'm going to color it because it's going to look too much like her skin and we want to make it look like she's wearing a dress. But if you were to look at Sally, I think this side is like a yellowish tan. This is purple over here. This is yellow and this is green. And there we have our favorite Halloween couple. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween. And I will see you all with a Saturday video. Have a wonderful holiday. And I hope you guys stay safe. Get lots of candy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely celebrating this Saturday because on Monday, Halloween. Oof. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.